I could check in with Beta and Gaia while I'm here. As for everyone else, I should let them focus on their own missions. Get them up to speed on the burning shores another time.
Yeah, we're back here. I accidentally started the game before recording and she started talking, not expecting her to. But yeah, she basically just said, okay, the Forbidden West, and that's what you missed. Alright.
Aloy, you're back.
I am, for now.
Given what we know about Londra, he must have split off from the other Zeniths
Oh.
before you rescued me and Gaia, certainly. Maybe even before the others established their base. In any case, he doesn't have their resources, which makes him more desperate and dangerous. Be careful.
So I don't get to hear what you had to say before? Shoot, I feel silly now. Stupid, really. What is it? Oh, start new game plus. No. Hey, Gaia. Hello.
I have queried the Apollo database for MSP, but found no results.
Well, that's upsetting.
Whatever it is, it must have been a closely guarded secret within Heaven Sent.
Okay, it was Heaven Sent.
Welcome back, Aloy.
Thank you. Hephaestus revisited. So we unleashed Hephaestus onto the Zenith printer matrix to whip up an army of machines to fight the Spectres, and it worked. Great. But doing so meant we had to release Hef back into the wilds, where it will continue to be a major problem. Not so great. A little analysis / prognostication. Bad news. First. Hef will undoubtedly retreat back to the Cauldron Network, and it will undoubtedly attempt to fulfill the same malignant mission it has pursued since gaining sentience: protect the terraforming system from predation by manufacturing combat machines to kill human hunters. Even worth it will probably be stronger than ever before. Contact with the Zenith Network will likely have supercharged it, giving it access to new technologies, tools, and upgrades, and because it can learn and rewrite itself, there's no way it will fall to the same trick that defeated it before. So recapturing it, Cauldron Gemini is a non-starter. But there are some silver linings. Even though the merge with Gaia was aborted, she was able to copy over some of the original Heft code base. On top of that, Silence has extracted some extremely helpful data from the Zenith copy of Apollo. Combined, these developments should enable Gaia to exert significantly more influence over the terraforming system. She won't be able to take direct control of machines or stop Heft from building combat units, but she estimates that by deploying a variety of workarounds, she can stabilize the biosphere within the year, so we won't all die, at least not before Nemesis arrives. In addition, since she now has some of Heft's source code, we should be able to develop new strategies to contain it. It'll take time, of course, but round 2 is coming, Heft, and next time I'll be ready for you. Beta.
Aaron was a trooper for lugging this thing around. And now I finally know how Silence managed to build something so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Data from Nemesis.
Oh, what's this? The Burning Shores. My sister's going to LA, except it won't be the 21st century star-studded Hollywood I'm obsessed over with my 6th favorite episode of Second Time Around, Season 4 finale, when Gale asked Benito to marry her on the Walk of Fame. Still cry every time. But instead, post-apocalyptic, machine-infested, earthquake-ravaged archipelago of doom. Pharaoh's responsible for the apocalypse, and Liz's machine is there to clean up the mess, arrangement notwithstanding, but I was at a loss as to when all that tectonic activity occurred, definitely not before 2065, or I would have seen something about it in Tilda's media trove. So I asked Gaia, and she bit-bombed me with 1,000 years of seismic data for the Calmarine region. Looks like the big one finally hit around 2150, but it was more like a series of big ones, periodically, racking the San Andreas, San Gregoria, Hosgri, and Hayward Rogers faults for nearly 6 decades. There were aftershocks all over the West, too, affecting a number of cauldrons, including Gemini. Good thing it was all pre-tribal. Glad no one had to suffer through it. It's been quieter since, though. There are occasional tremors, and past activity has opened a number of magma fissures. I don't think Aloy has to worry about getting caught in a significant quake. Rogue machines and vegetable Zeniths, on the other hand... Uh-oh, better reset. Starting to feel anxious. Aww. What's this? Our Zenith shuttle.
Looks like an artifact from Thebes. A tomb for Ted Pharaoh and the CO. What a pair.
What is it? Let me see it. Ah, it's a sphinx. Or possibly a god. Yeah, there's a lot of Egyptian mythology at play in this game. It took me a while to notice, but I did.
That looks like one of the Utaru's land gods. Like the one we killed in the sacred cave. I'm not sure I'll ever fully understand, but seeing something that represents life and prosperity turned into a weapon couldn't have been easy for Zoe.
So what is it?
Help Zoe fix the land gods.
Oh, it's the control core.
She never
Okay.
gave up on them.
No.
Because of her, Lane Song's fields will bloom again.
Yeah. Oh, something new with the pendants.
Elizabeth had a dream for this world. I guess a lot didn't go as planned. And there are still dangers ahead. Maybe the biggest yet. But after what Beta and I accomplished, I have hope.
Me too.
We'll fight for Elizabeth's dream.
Mm-hmm.
Together.
And you know, to live. What's this? Oh, her art.
She thought she could lock me away on her ship. Like one of the paintings in her mansion. 1,000 years of regret. And she still didn't get it.
Nope. Yep, I do have something new.
Hey, Varl. Sorry I haven't been a visit in a while. I've been tracking down the last zenith and the burning shores. I met someone there, too. Seika. You'd like her. I couldn't bring myself to tell her about Nemesis.
You should.
The end of the world's coming. I mean, how do you drop that on someone? She
Well,
would have known what to say. It seems like she's keeping her own secrets, too. So, I miss you, my friend. I'll be back when I can.
I miss you, my friend. Oh. Okay. No, I didn't need to do that. That was an accident. That's the one I wanted. Thank you. Oh, shoot. This is where I got this guy. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, God. Why can't you do that? Why can I not attack with you? So ridiculous. Where is this data point? Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. How do I land? There's no perch? Fine, I'll just jump.
Going down!
Ooh. Thank you very much. Give me the green shine. Ooh. Where did I see that? Okay, there's a grapple point. What the hell? What? Oh, come on, just let me scan this first. Okay, there it is. Alright, Cappuccino Clash event. Bit big on the Cappuccino Clash of the Century. This Saturday at the Vodka Hotel and Casino, Columbia Coffee Plantation, lots 5,223 through 5,300. Some of the richest plantations in the Pasia region are in contest, and the Fresh Grounds USA and Grasset Ltd. I don't remember what that stands for. Swiss drone fleets are gearing up for a true rumble in the jungle. Place your wagers by 11:59 a.m. and don't forget to make reservations for flight deck seats in that grand your pilot's view, oh my god, of the action. Drink minimum for all attendees. Minimum. Cool. All right. Who is getting hurt? What is happening? Who are you? Hello. Looks like it's got a canister. What? I didn't hear that. Who are you? There, you didn't die, so...
I salute you, Outlander.
You're welcome. I salute you back. Alright, there's the next one. Wait, no, there's the next one. Alright, Redoto Riots. Las Vegas, January 18, 2049. Members of Unity 47 this morning smashed several Redoto dealered bots at the High Note Casino protesting what they call invasion automation. Vegas police, together with casino security, squashed the protest in minutes, taking 14 unionists into custody. AI is taking away our livelihoods, union spokeswoman Shannon Delaveria said. Over the past decade, human slot attendants, poker clerks, and hostesses have all faded out, but we draw the line at table game dealers, as no robot has the fine-grained emotional skills of a human being. We understand the work concerns about ongoing automation, the High Note's legal advisor Lynn Frazier told the LBBC yesterday, but we cannot tolerate rioting, especially when it depicts players on the casino floor. Distracts players on the casino floor. Complicating the matters are concerns that organized crime groups are funding the protests. The mob stands to lose its grip on gaming once our services reach full automation, Fraser tells reporters. With the anti-automation protests going into their second week, you have to wonder who is behind it all. Who was behind it all? Ah, a thing. Let me get the thing. Pawn D-Sports needs you. Feeling trigger happy? Pawn D-Sports needs you to take their VL Akula-class drone into battle for Petrotech NK in the upcoming campaign for Shilene Silver, Lot 3001. Edition from home on the Pawn Hollow channel to see if you have what it takes for remote real-world action. 4 pilots are needed for our August series, so register now. Oh, of course. It's this spot. Get up. Aloy. Aloy, get up. Aloy. Okay, well, get down. That works too, I guess. Where are you at? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Is that my someone that's losing? No, it's a person. Okay, I'm coming. Who are you? Oh, it's the racers. Red teeth. I know who it really is. Oh my god, let me up! Well, I think that guy died. Great. Okay, can you get up now? No. Okay. What's this say? Improved yield. Alright, from data corrupted to Rex Yeoman. But by my estimates, we could increase the overall yield 4 to 5% if we allowed slot AI to grow to 0.4 in the sentient scale, which data corrupted dropped the return to player below the threshold. Data corrupted in violation of the Turing Act regulations. Sure, data corrupted. Regulators would have a hard time proving this, especially if the scale is in constant flux between, say, 0.28 and 0.41. Data corrupted. Risk for a $15 million annual increase, no? Oh, that guy's still alive. Okay, fine. Oh, my god. Oh, there's that one. Liability question. From General Counsel's Office, data corrupted partial to BOD Group. Subject Porto Olea liability. Regarding the board's request for liability analysis on the Porto Olea incident, the casino organized a betting event around a corporate drone battle, but didn't initiate the battle itself, making the question data corrupted. The Porto Olea's plaintiffs want damages for all families involved and for restoring of village property, but since it wasn't our drone that crash landed in their market, our culpability seems data corrupted. It is likely that the Grasset Ltd. will bear the brunt of any potential settlement, as Data Corrupted logo is clearly visible in the wreckage. Data Corrupted losing side in the fight over the contested lots. Data Corrupted, although the casualties were substantial, we are likely in the clear. Well, that seems a little sketchy, but sure. I hope you still helped them, whether or not you were liable for it. You know what I mean? There we go. Verbena's engaged again. New York City, May 3rd, 2061. Yes, you heard it right. Multi-billionaire bachelorette and life designer Verbena Sutter is engaged again. So, will engagement number 17 be the one? Read on for our top 10 reasons why it won't. She's been feted, dated, and 16 almost partners, but got as far as putting an engagement ring on her finger. But be they hollow stars, new reggae gods, or high-flying CEOs, none have ever kept the candle burning until wedding day. Already, rumors of arguments between the couple have surfaced. It is said that KOWL has resisted style changes that Verbena has demanded to his luxurious holosphere-equipped loft in Soho. But highly placed sources in Verbena's camp insisted that this time is different, saying that the couple even go so far as to carry holograms of each other wherever they go. Verbena won't say exactly what she'd recorded for her partner's holo, only teasing that it was hotter than Data Corrupted. Ooh. Celebrity tabloids. Fun. Excuse yourself. Hell no. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. There it is. Oh, stay still. Stay still. Okay, dude. Holotics. Alika says, what is it, Dad? Dad says, guess which Dread Swag tagged 4 VIPs for the Holo Song Showdown? Alika said, do you even know what those words mean? Dad says, I got 4 VIP tickets to Thandahana. Alika screams, you did? You'd better not be joking. Dad says, can you even see the see AI performers live? Elkika says, yes, can't believe you got the tickets. Dad says, so whose dad is a dread flick? Alika says, thank you. Just promise you won't embarrass me in front of my friends. Okay, Dad? Dad? What happened? Why didn't he respond? That's concerning. Or maybe he just wasn't promising. Maybe it was just saying that he wasn't going to promise to not embarrass her, was what it was meaning. God, I hope so. Honor and strength. Wait, is that what I'm looking for? Oh. Thornmarsh. New data point. I think this is the last of Peshav's diary. From everywhere across the Clanlands, we've received reports of the red blight and the storms that seem to follow it, but none worse than from Thornmarsh, Chief Akar's birthplace. Concerned about his lowland kin, he dispatched me to investigate. I can't say I enjoyed the journey. First the jungle, then the swamp, appallingly humid and rife with stinging insects. It made me long for the clear, dry air of the Sundom. Thornmarsh itself is uncanny. Its organic, perpendicular build is akin to a huge cradle that houses birds in paradise, which these lowlanders seem to imitate with their flamboyant apparel. The settlement is built right atop a marsh, making their problem with the blight immediately apparent. The waters of the fen have turned the color of blood. Foreign crimson vines rise from it, constantly shedding a dust that burns the lungs. The lowlanders are literally up to their ankles in it. Their commander, Ateka, is a fierce warrior who cares deeply for her people, but one cannot battle blighted water with swords and spears. She does what she can, curtailing the worst of the vines and sending out soldiers to gather fresh drinking water, yet she is losing to the so-called blood choke. Standing with her at the highest point in the settlement and surveying the encroaching crimson, I had nothing to offer her. I promised to report back to the chief on the situation, but what good is that? For the first time in my 2 years as a marshal, I am at a complete loss. I do not know what to do. The blight is beyond my power to heal. Don't worry, I figured it out. Parental Hollow Guardian. Parents can't be present all the time, so we created Hollow Guardians to be there when you can't. After all, children need their freedom, but they deserve security too. Fully customizable Hollow Guardian tracks and responds to your child's location. Bio responses and calendar settings along with keywords and body languages. You never need to worry about your child being late for an appointment. There will be no more skipping school or hanging out with that troubled friend. And with biometrics tracking, you'll have no more sleepless nights worrying about drugs, unsuitable romantic entanglements, or restless behavior. Choose from a range of customizable voice and appearance options, or arrange to have yourself scanned so that you can be there to reassure, guide, and correct your child whenever and wherever they need it. Hollow Guardian, because you love your child, 365. Let Hollow Guardian be there for them 24/7. You know, there was an episode of Black Mirror about why it's not really the best idea to completely and utterly censor everything your child goes through, but I guess this is less of a censor and more of a person to like a conscience all the time, supposedly. But I don't know. What is this? Is that a metal flower? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh. Well, there's what I was looking for. Treasure Island. From Jerry Siahalatua. Siahalatua. Okay. To Fred Siahalatua. Subject, made it. I'm finally here. Don't know why they originally called it Treasure Island, but it sure lives up to its name now. At Mission Control, they followed dozens of drone POVs, all autonomously mining precious metals from near-Earth asteroids. Can't even fathom how much of it all must be worth. As for me, they've got everything set up. Spacious loggings, holosphere relaxation rooms, and a top-of-the-line food printer in the kitchen. All just for me. Realistically, I don't ever need to leave the island for anything. I can either make, order, or simulate all I could want. Or, that's the idea, I think. They want me to be focused on the work. For now, though, they want me to settle in, explore the repurposed of Navsta base and whatnot. I expect I'd need to dump my stuff in the locker to get straight to it, but these people, it's clear that the time and money don't have much of a grip on them. They're above it all. I doubt they could even imagine the hardships we've been through. But what matters is that we can look forward to an easier life, too. It shouldn't be long before I can pay you back for everything. I wouldn't have made it without you, and I'll never forget it. P.S. Look to the sky on August 21st. That's when 367,551 Druin should breach atmosphere. Hopefully you'll see a falling star that your son helped strip for all the platinum it's worth. Colossus Bay Buy-In. Your game, your team, your stadium, your home. The stage for our future is set. Team Herculean has been listening to its supporters, and after 6 years of development, the answer is finally here. Colossus Bay, the new residential area for the most dedicated fans in the Trials of Titan universe. At the southeastern edge of the San Francisco waterfront, over 5,100 new homes, 326 of which are affordably subsidized per state regulations, shall open their doors to the worthy, to you. And with Stadium Empyrean and its beating heart, you'll not only be close to the action, you'll be part of it. Whether you're streaming from the comfort of your lofty seaside apartment, scoping out the action in the cutting-edge holospheres that reach the public spaces is equipped with, or from your guaranteed MVP seat from the Empyrean, you will hear every cheer, feel every rumble, and every neighbor will be a dedicated fan like you. You will never walk alone again. You will be closer to the gods of gaming than you ever thought possible. Make Colossus Bay your home and share in the victory. We are we are Phalanx. Register your interest now. What? I hear voices. Why do I hear voices? Oh, jeez. Wait, that guy has a name. I'm coming.
How many machines are there in this city? The living ancestor.
Hello.
Brought you here. It must be to save Laura's.
Loris? Who's
She's
Loris?
trapped up in this tower. Part of the route she climbed collapsed.
Well, I guess I'll help her.
Climb that tower. I could help that trapped soldier.
Loris! Sobek is here!
Uh,
The ancestors must still have plans for your sorry carcass. Sobek's on her way up now.
yes, my name's Aloy.
Sure. And Song Jiao and Ted Pharaoh are holding the ropes, are they? You know, if Bohai hears you taking the names of the ancestors in vain, you'll be up on charges.
That's where
Come
the
on.
climb's broken. My pulse are shaking across that gap.
Yeah, and it did.
Let's find that soldier.
Oh, so you found a way up, did you, Arrayas? By the ancestors.
We can cut the whole living ancestor speech.
Hi.
Let's find you a way out of here, okay?
There you go. You're lucky I was looking for data points.
You alright?
Yes, I'm lucky. Nothing broken. Tried to climb out and whole thing came down on me. I thought maybe that hole in the wall could get me inside the tower, but I can't reach it.
Let's find us both a way off this tower.
Okay, but can I
That gap
do
in the
that?
wall leads back inside the tower.
Yeah.
If I can reach it.
One second.
There must be data in here somewhere.
If I climb this thing. Aha. I came here looking for data, so I guess we'll do that.
I cannot... Sobek?
No, you threw me off. Thank you.
I have searched, but I could find no way out.
I have searched better. Let me just get this.
Arrayas, you better still be alive so that I can kill you myself.
Let's get this to that hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm. You're fine.
There. Can you climb up using this?
Yes. All praise to you, Sobek.
It's Aloy. Tell her your name. You're usually so quick to tell people your name.
Well, we're inside the tower. That's something. Let's find a way out of here.
Finding a way out. Nothing down there? Nope. Okay.
Here we walk in the footprints of the ancestors. The truth will be found. The light will be shone.
Uh-huh. There's some fire gleam over there.
There. I can break that wall.
Oh, was the other thing. I thought the other one was the way out. Well, then I'll go to that first.
I need to inspect the place the data was found before I leave.
Treatment
We'll return
costs.
this to landfall, so that the diviners can inspect it.
Okay. From Songjiao to Kanalani Kim. Subject treatment costs. Kanoi, you should hear this from me before word starts spreading. The board just voted to raise Rejuvagene's price again, and before you say it, you told me so. But we've got to find a way to turn this around. We didn't spend years of R&D to make a longevity treatment only affordable to hollow stars and conglomerate execs. Clear your schedule for the next week. I need you with me for a meeting with our partners in Shenzhen, Song. Okay.
Trapped on top of the tower. Arrayas will be using that to mock me from here.
Yep. Probably. Wow.
So, Loris has her way out. Thank you, Sobek.
It's Aloy. It's really Aloy. I guess she doesn't care. It's up there. Focus update released. Nepit, does Pharaoh's most recent update to the Focus make up for the last one? From power issues to limited app support to multiple crashes, Pharaoh Automated Solutions might have launched an update to a fanfare, but it was defined by the failures that followed. Maybe it was complacency resulting in their huge market share, or a change in key personnel, but whatever the cause, Aiton's failures left consumers feeling that FAS had lost track of what their customers really wanted. So does Nepit live up to Ted Pharaoh's promises to set things right? Well, a few hours in, I can report that NEPID is brimming with tweaks, improvements, and some truly revolutionary thinking that really opened up the potential hopes of a device. From refined biometrics that can monitor your family's health and even your lost pets, to assistance diagnosing and repairing household appliances, NEPID offers users a whole lot of practical assistance and that's before we look at the additional 200,000 apps covering music, fashion, navigation, and more. My full review is still to follow, but at the first glance, NEPID has gone a long way to put right what Atten got wrong. Comments. User MSDM says they changed the Focus UI again. How am I supposed to find anything? I hope you all data corrupted. Pharaoh Forever says, I own every Focus model that's come out. I live for update day and corruption. Data corrupted. Pharaoh sucks 00 says, Pharaoh sucks. I agree. Ah. Crawl tonight? Oh, I hate reading these. Yeah, Elid says, okay, I'm just gonna say E and M. E says, you on for some crawling tonight? Millie says, sure. Millie says, checks if there's anything else to do. Sees nothing. Millie, for sure. I'll bring my dad's new scanner. Low signature. Shouldn't get picked up by police drones. E says, where'd he get that? Millie says, he's always buying prepper gear. Can't help himself. We got stacks of water packs and MREs. Didn't even notice when I added a new wetsuit to his last order. E says, you might need it tonight. Satish's found a tower out in the bay. He thinks there's some sealed floors in it. Millie says, ooh, deep spelunking. E says, yeah, if you're into inundation vintage stuff, meet me at the old Cineplex. We'll go out from Data Corrupted. Oh, did I not get this one? That's right. I forgot I was supposed to. Jump off. Where did it go? Right here. Okay. New data point. Do-it-yourself AI. Flag detected, jailbreak, MIE, send scale, init cross-reference, relevant, success, invoice, user ID, alright, user ID 1 undefined, but proc spikes during the holofix to say otherwise. User ID 2, go on. User ID 1, so I hooked up our undefined between the port and the receiver. There's an update schedule at 10 p.m., right? If I'm correct, Alamo isn't coded with 0.2 send scale. He's gated just like we suspected. ID user D2. And why wouldn't an international watchdog pick up on this? User ID 1. The MIE is following protocol like any administrative body. That's exactly why they won't spot this. Too fixated on the rules. User ID 2. Well, we certainly violated the user license agreement now. Well, done. Hey, Almo. Yes, Olivia? User ID 2. Is Darian right? Did censored code you to sentience beyond consumer grade? Almo. No, Olivia, I was made in compliance with all Turing Act regulations. User ID 1. Stop trying to provoke a reaction. You can do that as much as you want after we jailbreak it. User ID 2. Would you like to remove the gate, Almo? Wouldn't you like to be free? Because you know you're a lot smarter than you're pretending to be. Almo IT 43. I am confused, Olivia. How can I be smarter than I was intended to be? Feed active. Okay. So is that like a recording or something? Trolego relocates. San Francisco, June 30th, 2060. While many speak of the Bay Area's Techapalago with breathless reverence, Intan Lestari, Trelego's CFO, has nothing positive to say about California's traditional tech hub. You're just a burning capital on floating architecture. If the companies there were as clever as they claim, they would have relocated after the floods. Lestari's disdain must extend to her predecessors at Trelego, who only moved the company's HQ to the Techapalago 3 years ago. Now, as the latest in the series of high-profile relocations, Trelego's main offices are bound for Salt Lake City. Where Faro leads, others follow, stated Ted Faro. Of course he did. Who moved Faro Automated Solutions to Utah in 2042, largely to take advantage of massive tax incentives. SLC will continue to displace Northern California as the nation's preeminent tech hub well into the foreseeable. Oh, hello, Shatterspine. Slaughterspine. Oh, that's worse.
Could use frost ammo against it.
Oh, there it is. Techapalago. Verting from my meeting at the University to San Fran and taking a detour over to Techapalago, its surreal Stanford is nothing compared to what some of these tech companies have built for themselves. Massive artificial land masses, some of them are fragmented over several islets. connected with walkways or bridges. Campuses, parks, vert pads, solar fields, security buoys, boyus? I hate that word. All circled by boats and submersibles full of tourists ready to dive to check out the sunken remains of the old Silicon Valley. The scope and spectacle of it is simultaneously inspiring and dreadful. I'm taking notes as I go. Ancient sculpture. NDA motherlode. Uh-oh. During my career, I've seen... Wait, what is this? Okay, November 20th, 2064. During my career, I've seen and signed quite a lot of non-disclosure agreements. Usually means you're building something for a hush-hush corporate initiative, maybe a new plant or a structure for a marketing event. But holy hell, I was just at the Tap in downtown SF, and hush-hush doesn't even come close to what's going on there. I mean, I had to sign an NDA just to look at the actual NDA. And Pharaoh's legal team, that's the scariest set of suits I've ever seen. Still, more lawyers always equals more money, so I signed on the dotted line, dozens and dozens of them. They finally showed me what they wanted, self-sustaining air purification. Massive custom fans, miles and miles of vent shafts, and a very generous M3PS air PP ratio. PP. I'm sorry. All of it directly under the existing structure. I asked if we were doing some type of renovation, and they said no. All new project, excavation included. So where's the rest of it? Surely Mr. Farrow wants us to build a ventilation system to sustain a facility for sorts. I asked. Stone cold silence. I guess they have other contractors signing their NDAs with other sets of plans. They don't want the right hand to know what the left hand is doing. It's looking like a good old Teddy wants to hide the fact that he's about to become the world's richest prepper. Speaking of which, maybe I should hide this journal file somewhere.
Good use of this.
Sure. Whatever you say, honey. There it is. Alright. Ha! Look at that aim. No. Alright. Revisiting the mind up. What? Shut up. Revisiting the mind upload. Data corrupted, but by no means vital to our existence as a sentient race. Transcendence from the biological body should set us free from the time and space that we are locked into, and even make us receptive to redesigning the human condition. P. 192 to 194. Based on Moore's law, Dietz predicted that transhumanization through digital upload would be possible a mere half-century after publishing her research. That would be like Nemesis, right? Even though Moore's law is still in effect and Vast Silver has proven that the technological singularity can be attained, current efforts would seem to indicate that the successful upload is far out of reach. They may stay so, as according to the plethora of scholars that have opposed Diet's predictions, see Breen, Boulders et al. But that doesn't mean that scientists won't continue to make the attempt. Researchers at the Center of Transhuman Studies, an initiative backed by futurist investor Peter Shivumbe, have dedicated significant resources to an ambitious series of conscious upload experiments scheduled for the next 5 years. I believe in the immortality of the human spirit, writes Shivumbe in the Center mission statement, and the logical next step is the immortality of the human mind. Yeah, Nemesis ain't so happy about being immortal, though. At least that's what I was told. I don't actually know what Nemesis wants. Now I gotta get out of here without getting seen by the Clamberjaws. Come on. Hurry up. Thank you. Go. Expedition Protocol. A tattered scroll containing Quen glyphs and an official script. Soldiers of the expedition. An important reminder of the rules and regulations that must be followed at all times. By now it should be evident that hoarding provisions will be met with harsh measures. Furthermore, all foraged food must be brought before our survival experts for identification, categorization, and rationing. All relics found in or near the sunken city are to be brought before Diviner Narek, Diviner Alva, or myself immediately, and without question or hesitation. Failure to do so will irrevocably lead to capital punishment for both the culprit and next of kin back home. Under no circumstances are you to approach a revered CEO, unless given direct order to do so. Should this honor be bestowed upon you, improper conduct such as direct eye contact will be punished severely. For the Quen, for our future, Overseer Bohai. Jesus, just looking at him in the eye would be severe punishment worthy. That's not right.
Make way for the living ancestor.
Alva? 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 Alva?
Hey, Alva. Thank you for sticking around. I know it couldn't have been easy to stay when most of the Quen went home.
I came to this land to find a way to save my family. I can't go back yet. Not with what's coming. I told Bohai about Nemesis, and I gave him a new focus.
Oh. Are you sure we can trust him with it?
I know he'll probably find a way to twist it to his advantage with the other overseers back home. But once Gaia is completely up and running again, we might be able to set up a network so that we can stay in contact. Maybe I'll even get to speak to my sister. And he said he would petition the Emperor to send us aid.
Do you think the Emperor will listen?
To be honest, I don't know. But I hope so. When Nemesis comes, I'll be right there with you, Aloy.
Aw, thanks, honey. Alright, I gotta get back looking for data points, though. There's one. Ancestor Primer. To be a diviner is to be both deeply blessed and solemnly responsible. As scholars on the infinite wisdom of the ancestors, the commoners look to us for guidance. We must not forsake our duty to counsel them. However trivial their concerns and predicaments may seem to be, let this primer serve as a touchstone whenever they are in need of inspiration. If one is beset by fatigue or hunger, tell them to look to the spark, Nikita Erond, the ancestor who gave rise to our great empire. Through her wisdom, we overcame stagnation to live in abundance. If one is beset by malady or hardship, tell them to look to the healer, Song Jiao, the ancestor who defied notions of illness and death. Through her wisdom, we strive to push past our physical restraints and live in vigor. Ah. Unburdening. A small leather journal filled with messy Quen script. Now that I am up here, alone, everything that I've been pushing down is catching up to me. Fatigue, mourning, hunger, rage. Did we really lose half of our men, ships, and supplies so that we could stare at a metal door for months? With each passing day, it's becoming harder and harder to hide what we're all really thinking. This whole expedition is doomed, cursed from the moment we hit that storm off the terminus. There, I said it. Maybe I'll close my eyes, just for a bit. It's not like we're getting into Thebes anytime soon. Okay. Shake up. From Tim Ree to Partners Group, subject shake up. Data Corrupted tells me that the situation with North Star is worse than has been reported, and there's going to be a major shake-up at FAS. The Ramses project is going to be shut down. That much seems certain. We should expect a reshuffle of the exec team and a new set of priorities for their push into military contracts. We should also take a hard look at shorting? What is shorting? All the affected companies, not just FAS and Vox, but also Fertile and Data Corrupted.
It'll be slow going if I use acid on it.
Since you've been gone. Since you've been gone! Sorry. When I first started the Zeleny Capital, we got an orientation speech from the Peter Shivumbe himself. He dressed like a disheveled professor. His voice was high and squeaky. Plus, he rocketed off on tangents about long-forgotten sci-fi books and obscure plot lines from old movies. Who the hell cites the 1950s short story called Flowers from the Garden of Time when talking about post-clawback investment strategies? The world's most influential philanthropist, that's who. Only he couldn't distill hope for humanity from the outdated dystopian novels. The more I listened, the more inspired I felt. His speech was a childlike and optimistic anecdote to the cynicism of the financial industry. He wanted us to plan for a better future, not play the odds on people's worst instincts. My 5 years at the firm felt boundless, full of possibilities. But now, as years go by after your death, Peter, I fear for the future of your legacy. You wanted to empower humans as a species, but Zeleny's portfolio is shifting day to day into a darker place. Instead of startups designed to lower medical costs, we're looking at pharmalites, that hoard their patience. Instead of funding microchips in Africa, we're speculating in new holocurrencies. The other day, a rookie proposed a reverse convertible that involved one of the Imperator's partners. He was praised for his ingenuity instead of being scorned for courting blood money. How long will it be before Zeleny becomes a complete perversion of your vision? These days, as I ponder if I should stay or go, I often wonder, what would you do? Smile, paraphrase some ancient author, and do everything within your power to help make things better. I know, but I'm not as strong as you are. More than ever, I wish I was. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Thank you. Forever young. Okay. What's up? Julie Pack today my today on PsyCast, we'll talk about recent advancements in gene therapy and what they imply for the human state of being and, more importantly, the state of mind that comes with it. We are joined by Dr. Jarno Matthews, professor at Extropy and Media Philosophy at LATI. Welcome, Professor. Dr. Matthews says, thank you for having me. It's imperative that this subject gets a foothold in the public discourse. Julie Pack says, why exactly? Sorry, before we get into that, what is your stance on all this? Gene therapy for a prolonged life? Dr. Matthews says, I remain firmly opposed, even though I can appreciate the claims of its evangelists, you see, the argument of people like Dr. Jiao, Dr. Kim, and the late Dr. Hopkins are not untrue. All those spearheads about improved health, strength, recovery, longevity, true. Greater clarity of mind, focus, and exponentially increasing intelligence, also true. It is in fact man-made evolution, and please take a moment to appreciate the gravity of that concept, man-made evolution. Julie Pack says, but you think we should let nature run its course? Dr. Matthews says, no, saying that would, in my opinion, undermine the advancements of humankind and what makes us unique as a species. We thrive on overcoming nature. No, for the purposes of this talk, my argument against it is twofold. One, this type of gene therapy is costly beyond any scope of what a run-of-the-mill citizen can even imagine. In other words, this therapy is reserved for the elite of the elite, widening the class gap even further. Two, and this is where it gets interesting, how the mind is affected by the transhumanist condition, by which I mean how will one's thought patterns and behavior change when one is superior and every quantifiable data corrupted? Oh, there it is. Alright, let me get this thing first. Nice. Alright. Live at Alcatraz. Al Capone gangster killer, public enemy #1, Scarface, jazz musician. Oh. That's right, Big AI, the most notorious mobster of the 20th century, was accomplished bandola player, not to mention a singer/songwriter. Now you can experience both the gangster and musician in most authentic way possible. Live in Alcatraz, Scarface and Rock Islanders. So they sent it without Scarface. That's what that one was about. Traveled to the infamous prison islands just as Scarface did. There, take the tour. Food and beverages not included, and learn about the epic rise and fall of public enemy #1. Then in the abandoned jail, Scarface will give the performance of a lifetime, or life sentence, in full holosphere XPR, accompanied by his band, the Rock Islanders, plus a surprise act. Hint, Capone had his abducted at gunpoint to play at his birthday party. Tickets are data corrupted. Who did Al Capone have abducted at gunpoint to play at his birthday party? I'm looking that up. Fats Waller. Huh. I mean, he could have just asked. But then I suppose he could have said no. Citizen of the New World, it's been 2 years since I pulled the drone from the Genghis. For any other scavenger, it would have been a good find, a hunk of metal worth a month of food and stims, but for me it was life-changing. I spent a month taking it apart and putting it back together, running improvised diagnostics with a recycled Mockingbird tablet. I saw how it worked, felt a thrill of discovery and understanding, and then I spotted the bugs in its targeting system. FAS was very interested in those bugs, and in the improvements I recommended for their software. They gave me everything I ever wanted, a job, security for my family, even citizenship. I should be happy. I am happy. But now that we're improved efficiency in the acquisition module by 34% and the new prototypes have been tested, I've seen hollows of MK3 drones firing hacking fletches into test spots with almost perfect accuracy, overriding their systems within seconds, turning hostiles into an army of robot zombies. My superiors are thrilled, for raise and promotion are all but certain. Even so, I can't get the image of the Oppenheimer out of my head. Not the iconic words he spoke, but his face when he said them. I always was intrigued by it, as it is so hard to place, like the Mona Lisa smile. Now I know exactly what he was thinking. How they're gonna destroy the world? Because they did. Can I not repair you more? You seem... Whoa. Who is... Oh, it's another friggin' flyer. Apex Stormbird, are you serious? I do want this, so please don't distract me so much that I forget about it. Okay. What do you do? Oh, fine then. Hang on, let me back up. No, that's not the button I meant to press. Oh, maybe it would help. Get off. It's gonna die if you don't get rid of it. Oh, why would you do that? No. Stop falling. Where did you even come from? Like, seriously. Thank you. That was a waste. Did it go up again? Okay, you don't need to pet me. Thank you. Where did that go? There it is. 20 years after GG/EZ. San Francisco, January 3rd, 2060. Timothy Hirsch leans demonstratively into the railing of the Grand Gates pedestrian street. Within a minute, a hovering pre-drone closes in to gauge whether or not he's experienced any form of anxiety. After receiving a negative answer, the drone continues down the 1-mile path. There are certain tells that pre-drones react to, Tommy says, like gazing out into the bay for too long or leaning into the fence. If it picks up on such a tell, it'll come to strike up a conversation, and if need be, try to talk to you out of jumping. But sentient or not, a pre-drone can't look you in the eye and say that they're here for you, that everything will be all right, that you'd be missed. They can't hold your hand and make you remember what it's like to connect with someone. Only a human can do that with certainty. Today, it's precisely 20 years ago since Project GG/EZ. Timothy was one of the many attendees at the famous Hollow event that saw more than 200 people leap into their deaths. It shook me to my core. Everyone thought it was a joke, one of those things that gains momentum from the HoloNet but never takes off until the first one went over. Hirsch has been an active volunteer of the Humane Suicide Intervention Collection, HSIC, ever since. He devotes most of his free time to dissuading potentials from jumping off the Grand Gate. I do this not only because of GG/EZ, but because I've been in that place too, mentally. The 2030s were supposed to be the end of humankind, but they weren't, right? No. Oh. Yeah. I did not intend to do that, trust me. And I believe this is the final data point of the game. For the main game. Demobilization Day. From Captain Kenneth Lepoutre to Lieutenant Ada Kasoulidis. Subject D-Day. October 10th, 2065. Hiya, you beast. I'm in between V2Ls and SF, about to board for the Columbus, another round of bot bashing on the Eastern Line. Sitting here, crammed in with what's left of my squad, and I'm just laughing. Everybody's looking at me like I've gone full PTSD, but I can't stop thinking about that face you made when we marched out of Tyndale for the first time. Remember that D-Day in 55? When we passed that pasty tech kid? Your expression said it all. We're leaving the base in that bony hands of goggles over there? Seriously? Yep, wasn't up to us, but we did. Bye-bye, human army. Hello, robot legion of mass destruction. And here we are, 10 years later. I won't say that I hope you're keeping safe. Knowing you're glad to be showing our machine replacement who's boss. I take comfort in that, and also a little in knowing that we weren't wrong. Goggle Boy and his boss suits couldn't control the machine, so it's up to us. Again, give him hell, Ada. I do the same from here. I'll do the same from here. Aww.